Alright guys, first start of this build, I have to build a frame for the coffee table, which is going to be 3.5 by 2 foot, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. So what we're going to do is grab some walnut, cut the boards out and mill them so that this hardware can go inside so that the top can go up. So let's get this thing done. All the boards are milled and sanded, ready to jump onto the miter saw so I can make the box for the coffee table. So what I'm doing right now is looking at the coloration of the boards so that they match up nicely. That's why I make a miter. So I'm going to jump onto the saw right now and make this box and glue it up. It's the next day. I took the frame out of the clamps, so what I'm going to do right now is start making the legs for this coffee table, and it's actually going to be an X shape. So let's start building this thing. Okay guys, so I figured out a design for those legs. So it's going to be a cross beam just like this, but it's not going to be built like this. It's going to be half lapped. I'm going to be using cherry stock, and it's about 8/4 inches thick. So let's get into this thing. Alright guys, so I have all the cherry milled up for the legs, so I have to duplicate this right here. So I'm going to go cut the angles right now. Alright guys, so I finished up these legs yesterday, so I'm working on right now is laying out for mortises so I can tie these two legs together. I have to block out around the mortise so that I can use a flush trim bit with my router and gouge this out and chisel it out and get it done. Alright guys, so I finished up the mortises for these legs. So what I'm going to work on right now is the tenon. So I'm going to use this walnut right here, and I'm going to cut it to size and slip it through and then have a wedge on both sides so I can tighten these two legs together and we can start working on the top. So let's get it done. Alright guys, so I finished up the layout for the one side. I got my dado stag and my dado sled. I'm ready to cut out all this material for this tenon so it can fit inside the leg. Let's get it done. Alright guys, so I have the hyper rail and the legs connected. So what I'm going to do right now is start making some wedges for the hyper rail that will go from this side through that and onto the other side. So I have two laid out right now. I'm going to cut them on the bandsaw and get them done. Wedges! Guys, so it's the next day. I got the hyper rail, I got the wedge, and I have the legs all assembled. So what I have to do right now is work on the top of this coffee table. So if you come over here, I have my router set up with a rabbeting bit. I have to rabbet out this area on the bottom of this frame that we built, and I have to do it on this side also so that this board can sit inside, so I can screw it down, flip this over so it lands right on the top of the legs. So let's get it done. Plywood's going in here, and then I have to cover that plywood with a felt that I have. It's a green felt, and this will be the inside, and then I'm going to be making a top for the coffee table. So let's go cut the plywood. Alright guys, so it's the next day on this crazy build. So what I have going on right now is I'm building the top for the coffee table. I have 2 pieces of walnut, 1 piece of Padauk. We're going to do the typical milling drill, which is planer, chop box, joiner, and table saw. So let's go! Alright guys, so I just finished up sanding this entire top. What I'm going to do right now is actually do some inlays. I was originally going to do bow ties, but scratch that idea. So what I'm going to be using is some rock maple. And you can see this design right here. It's kind of a weird like turn to square design. So I'm going to be using my track saw to cut all these lines and use a chisel to finish it off and cut all the strips and start gluing these in. Guys, so it's the next day, all the pieces are dry. What I did is I took my track saw, I cut some grooves in this thing, I made a weird looking design, and now it's all dry, so I'm going to take my Japanese handsaw, cut them all, sand it, and make it look awesome. Top is complete, so I have this weird looking hardwood right here. So I have to put this inside of this coffee table and get that top moving. So let's get this stuff installed now. Hardware's installed. I have this top to throw on that hardware. I have been using double-sided tape to help me out so I can screw this thing down without any weird alignment.
staying all the way to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like down below. Also, if you enjoyed that inlay process that we did, leave a comment down below about what you think about that and if we should do more of those into the future. But yeah, we got to get to the next build. I'm not going to waste any more time talking about this one because you guys just saw how it was built, so that'd be kind of pointless and, well, it's not really necessary. But be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those good places. You guys know that. Be sure to smash that subscribe button because, well, we got crazy content coming your way. But we're going to roll the outro because, again, we have to get to the next build, so let's get it.